The Napoleonic Wars began in 1803 and lasted until 1815. These wars were led by Napoleon Bonaparte, the ambitious leader of France, who aimed to expand his empire across Europe. During this period, France fought against major European powers like Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria. Millions of soldiers and civilians died in massive battles such as the Battle of Borodino and the disastrous invasion of Russia, where freezing temperatures and starvation claimed countless lives. By the end of the war, an estimated 3.5 to 6 million people had died, making it one of the bloodiest conflicts in European history. World War I. World War I started in 1914 after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. The world was divided into two sides: the Allied powers, including Britain, France, Russia, and later the US, and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. This war introduced trench warfare, machine guns, and chemical weapons, which made the battlefield extremely deadly. Soldiers lived and died in muddy trenches for years with little progress on either side. By the time the war ended in 1918, over 15 to 20 million people had died, and much of Europe was left in ruins. The Taiping Rebellion. The Taiping Rebellion began in 1850 in China, led by a man named Hong Xiuquan, who claimed to be the brother of Jesus Christ. He started a rebellion against the Qing dynasty, hoping to create a new heavenly kingdom. What began as a religious movement turned into a massive civil war that destroyed cities and caused starvation across southern China. Over 20 to 30 million people were killed, making it one of the deadliest civil wars in history. The rebellion finally ended in 1864, leaving China devastated. The Mongol Conquest. The Mongol conquest began in 1206 when Genghis Khan united the Mongol tribes and started expanding his empire. The Mongols created the largest land empire in history, stretching from China to Europe. Their armies were known for their speed, strategy, and brutality, often wiping out entire cities that resisted. It's estimated that 30 to 40 million people died during the Mongol invasions, through massacres, famine, and disease. Despite the destruction, the Mongols also opened trade routes and connected much of Asia and Europe under one rule. World War II. World War II began in 1939, when Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland, causing Britain and France to declare war. The conflict soon spread across the world, involving countries like the United States, the Soviet Union, Japan, and Italy. This war was the deadliest in history, with 70 to 85 million deaths. Civilians suffered terribly through bombings, starvation, and the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews were killed. The war ended in 1945 after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Germany's surrender. The aftermath reshaped the entire world and gave rise to the United Nations to prevent future global wars. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.